Tour the new Dreamworks Land here at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Are you ready? What is it and why is it a big deal here at Universal Studios? I'm going to give you a mom's review plus my 5 and 3-year-old kids review as well, so that you can decide if a Universal vacation is in your future now that they've made these major changes for little kids. Let's start in Shrek Swamp. You can meet Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey, and you can play with King Harold's Swamp Symphony. Did you like the froggies?
Yes. So the froggy bit was very good. My favorite froggy sound was the blue frog.
The last major attraction of the Shrek's portion of Dreamworks Land is Shrek's Swamp for Little Ogres. Now, this is essentially a playground that is designed for little kids to get out their energy and to run around, go down slides, and have a blast. Other than being a playground, there are a few interactive features like the slide, for example, and you can go see Pinocchio and get some facts checked. We'll talk about what the addition of Dreamworks Land means for Universal as a whole later on in this video, but let's focus on the playground itself. As a local theme park mom of a 5 and 3-year-old here in Orlando, Florida, I've taken my kids to the parks about 200 times now, and I can tell you having a playground here is a big deal. So much so that when I help my guests plan their vacation so that they can stress less and just focus on the memories, I really like to point out the playgrounds in a park. While kids really enjoy going to theme parks, they need to get out their energy and be able to run free without having to hold a hand or be in a stroller or be confined to a line, and it really helps you out the rest of the day. Let's hear what the kids have to say. What do you think about this part?
I really like it. The playground was very good as well. Yeah, I like the big bouncy thing, but I didn't like the green slide. It was a little sneaky for me.
Just for a little background on that, there is a interactive part of the slide where it'll have a sensor. As you go down, you can smell a certain aroma that you might find in a swamp, specifically Shrek's. Next, move over to Mama Luna's Cats. If you're a parent, I'm sure you know how much kids love engaging with the screen. I do love that there is a lot of different options for kids to play with, so more than one kid can play at a time, several in fact. However, it's not exactly my cup of tea. Let's hear what the kids think.
I like the spray bottle at the Mama Luna's Cats, and I liked when I got to push up the stool chair.
Now let's move on to the Trolls themed area here at Dreamworks Land at Universal Studios. The only ride here in Dreamworks Land is the Trolls Roller Coaster. Now this was something we got to do multiple times because my girls of course loved it. They love a good roller coaster. Because Universal Studios, not Universal Orlando as a whole, but Universal Studios specifically, only has a few attractions for kids 40 inches and below, that includes my 3-year-old, it often is pretty difficult to come to Universal with my little kids. And it's not always my first recommendation for my clients with little kids. However, with the addition of Dreamworks Land, and specifically this roller coaster, there are more opportunities for rides for those little ones. So my recommendations might change. If you would like me to have recommendations specific for your family, be sure to fill out a guest entrance form in the description box below. What'd you think, girls?
I think it was pretty amazing. It was very fun there. I loved the ride so much. I was screaming, but that means I was having fun.
Next, there's a Tiny Tots play area, the Trolls themed of course, that my kids did enjoy. However, I think it was primarily meant for those littlest kiddos. Before we move on to the main show here in Dreamworks Land, let's go check out Poe's Training Camp. This area is themed after the Kung Fu Panda movies, and because we were coming to this preview, we prepped the kids by making sure that they saw all the Kung Fu Panda movies up until this point. So they were super excited to go see this part of the land. They got to interact with multiple different splash pad options, which is of course a great idea if you're here in Florida and you're coming most of the year. It's going to be warm enough for you to get into the splash pad, and you and your kids might want to get soaked. There are opportunities to get dry later if you want, but for me, I really like getting the kiddos wet and letting them just dry off gradually throughout the day. It keeps them a little cooler. What'd you think of this part, kiddos?
I ate the water cannons at the spot. They were so cool. I got to make laundry wet when they were supposed to be dry.
Now, I really liked Poe's Kung Fu training camp. I thought that it was probably one of my favorite parts of Dreamworks Land. As a whole, I really liked the theming, and there were a variety of different hands-on active activities for our littles to do, so they could get wet in the pond of perpetual wetness, which just hilarious. And they could also go to play with Mr. Ping's Noodle Caboodle, which they got to swing around on some noodles and get their energy out on these really cool spinners, which my girls really loved. Let them tell you about it themselves.
The spinner thingy was pretty good. I ached when I got to spin around those noodles when I got to hop on. Oop. Mia's spinning that noodle right now. I really love spinning like that, but not like someone else. I really like spinning with it, but always was spinning when you were not spinning.
Next, we went to Poe Live. So my littlest really enjoyed getting the opportunity to interact with Poe, and my 5-year-old actually got to talk with him, and he said her name, and so it was a big moment for her. However, I will say that this show definitely reminds me of another attraction at a different park. If you know what it is, drop it down in the comments below.
So come right on in. Yeah, listen, this is going to be awesome. All right. And well, welcome everyone. I, of course, am Poe, the Dragon Warrior. And today is a very special day because Master Shifu has asked yours truly to train all of you in the art of Kung Fu. You may applaud. Yeah, a little warrior here in the blue flower dress. Now, what's your name, little warrior? What is it?
Say it loud, Ariana!
Ariana. Oh, I think we need to make Ariana even more awesome.
Poe was pretty good. I ate that when he didn't see his cousin, but we did. It was kind of fun.
What did you think about learning Kung Fu with Poe?
Well, I ate the dances and the exercise, but I didn't learn the Kung Fu.
You wish you learned a little more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What about when he said your name?
I ate when he said my name. It was awesome, because it was my favorite.
Hey, another monkey. Another mantis.
Yeah. Where the kicking fun.
You like to kick in? There are several Dreamworks characters you can meet, including Poppy and Branch. We did not get a chance to meet them, however, because we went directly to see the Imagination show, which actually surprised me.
What was that noise?
He's right. Shrek!
Take the hint of minty freshness.
It's okay.
I just need to be brave. I just need to be brave.
Say, what happens next in the story? Oh, yeah.
I really like the way they did the theater here. There's lots of opportunities to get good seating so that everyone has a good chance to see everything. They had a good combination of characters and music. I really loved the puppeteering. I thought that was one of my favorite parts.
In the spirit realm with Poe. Oh, I remember this part. This is where you...
There are other recordings of this show in its entirety. If you want to check those out later after this video, by all means, I think it's better to be surprised. And I also can't get very steady footage when I have multiple children sitting on my lap. Speaking of kiddos, what did you think of the show, girls?
I ate the show because I ate when Poe got the stick, and I ate when they celebrated him. And I ate the tiger coming up. Tigers in the orange shot.
Would you want to watch this show again?
Yeah.
What'd you think about all of the stuff coming from the sky?
Oh, I just really wanted to grab it.
What was your favorite character you got to see in the show?
Poe.
It was awesome.
Wow, what did you like about it?
Mm.
Who was your favorite character?
Down with Pinky Law.
Poppy? Yeah, she was fun, huh?
Mia. Yes.
Well, what do you think of the Raccoon King?
I really like it.
I think he's lemur, friends. We should watch that movie soon, huh?
I need
Mia, would you watch this show again?
yes.
I love the creativity of this mural. I think it's probably one of my favorite things that I saw the entire time. There is a merchandise location. It's called the High Five Hideaway. It's pretty small and it has lots of Dreamworks options for you. There are also opportunities to get snacks here. This location was closed, however, the Swamp Treats was open. Every single person that I saw walking out of there had a Shrek pretzel. So what's the bottom line? Does this change things for Universal, making it possible to bring families with little kids for a full day here in the park? I would say with my considerable experience taking little kids to theme parks here in Orlando, Florida, the resounding answer is yes. We were able to spend a full 8 hours here in the park, and I could think of ways to extend it because we didn't actually do everything there was to do with little kids. If you would like personalized advice on your next vacation, including how to make the most of a Universal vacation with little kids, fill out a guest interest form in the description box below, and I'd be honored to help you plan at no cost to you so you could stress less while planning and just focus on the memories. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video if it's been helpful to you, and I will see you real soon, pal.